Welcome to the Wild Magic School Bus. My name is Michelle Piper, but you might know me as Kenneth Quinn. You know, the rootin' tootin' one. This Dungeons & Dragons podcast may contain fantasy violence and language, so maybe don't tell your mom about us, unless she's real cool. Our content warnings can be found in episode descriptions, so now that you've been properly warned, buckle up and crack a window, because it's time to start the adventure and witness D&D the way it was meant to be endured.
Unlike Kanye, we can delete that stuff. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Wild Magic School Bus, the most unprofessional D&D podcast you will ever hear. I, of course, your DM Calvin Piper, and these people play D&D with me. Go ahead and introduce yourselves, guys.
Gaggle of Goobers. There you go.
Sure.
All right, Goober 1, go.
Kenneth. Michelle. Ranger. 6.
Single.
Ooh. You got 5 words.
Are we 5 words? Jeopardy? 5 words.
5 words to introduce yourself.
Oh,
go.
Shit.
Tabidi, Matt, Dragonborn Fighter 6.
Damn, there's a lot of compound words.
Good.
Dragonborn's 1 word.
That's 1.
Drew, Zeph.
Yep.
That's 3. Good Nature Dragon.
No.
You guys are just bigots. You guys are
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Will, Glyph, Pothole's dad. Pew.
Yeah, best.
That's a good one.
Preston lost. Lucius.
This is just revelatory. Are you?
Lucius?
Wait, hold on. Do we need to stop the podcast and work through something?
Calvin, insert a hard cut there.
Yeah.
Preston lost.
Please, say it!
That's it. That's all your words.
Just the
Please say it.
Preston lost Lucius. Preston lost Lucius.
Preston lost Lucius.
I lost the game.
Calvin?
Oh, dang it. What?
Oh yeah, 5 words to describe yourself.
Calvin, Lord of
Manjelly.
this planet.
Wow, I was gonna just be like, whatever you said, but I was very impressed.
You know, I think honestly it's more like groundbreaking than So Not, honestly.
Oh,
It's the universe, but planets.
Calvin, Lord of this planet.
yeah. More groundbreaking than so not. I'm gonna throw you off. I can't stand you people.
What's so not?
Don't worry about it.
What?
Matt is not here tonight. He is not. He's not feeling well. So, well wishes to him as he recovers. But by the time you hear this, guys, he'll have felt better, assumedly, or he'll have died. With that in mind, let's go ahead and
We're going
Let's
to
hope
hold
this ages
auditions
well.
for who plays Thulgrim.
I got it.
Okay.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
My name's Tolgren.
Can I play the go?
Yeah, of course you may.
I think we found him.
See you never, Matt.
There you go.
No, I think we all need to try to play Thulgrim.
You all get at least one chance to play Fulgrin.
Sprinkled in throughout the episode.
Sprinkle throughout the episode, and I will shut you down if I feel like it's too much.
Oh, kind of like how when you guys try and be Glyph and it sounds like a beast on your tongue when
What are
you
you
start
talking about?
talking?
It's great. You do a great job. Everyone does a great job.
Severus Snape does not play Glyph.
Just because you sound like just because you sound like an Australian Waluigi doesn't mean that we have.
Arnar. What?
Now I'm trying to think.
Arnar.
All right, sorry, Matt, about this. Let's go ahead and jump into episode 43 of the Godscar Chronicles.
Goosh.
So the last time we were here, the shit.
Sorry, I thought we were doing the countdown.
No, you're good.
Oh, you do the countdown.
Usually I talk and then I want you guys to jump in and count me down. That's usually how I.
In 5, 4, 3, 2.
So the last time we were here, the party had successfully begun a ritual to delve into the mind of Lord Ferrei, who, the patron of Lucius Cain, who was given the opportunity to be laid to rest. And in order to do that, according to some creepy witches, needed to restore a memory and break a bond between Lucius and Lord Ferrei. With a ritual begun, the party delved into this strange world where they could pierce through the memories of Lord Ferrei and begin to uncover some of the untold story of this strange undead patron. They encountered a memory where they fought a group of goblins that were going to alert a dragon to their living patron's arrival. They found another memory where they began to fix an equation and create the semblance of a spell that Lord Ferrei was trying to work out. And all this time, there was this strange feeling of them not being alone in this weird half-in, half-out of a living dream kind of reality. And as they left the second memory, there was this strange looming shadow that seemed to hone in on the characters, as now it was discovered that their interference in this waking dream was being noticed. And that is where we find ourselves tonight. As the party drifts aimlessly in this deep, vast gray ocean, this nothingness that is filled with just these shards and fragments of memory that you can see stretching into endlessness and yet floating in nothingness. And as you all kind of float here, aware of yourselves yet not aware of the people around you, there's this moment where you hear the rumble of the shadow as it continues to loom ever closer, not in your vision, but in your mind. And as the shadow looms closer and closer, seeming to come from nowhere and everywhere at the same time, it rolls past your consciousness, causing this roiling and rumbling of not only the world in which you perceive, but in your own visage. Kenneth.
Yeah.
As this is happening, there is a tumultuous time where these shards and these memories that you can kind of see just all around you are shifting and moving, the opalescence of them shining these different images that you can kind of see yet not see. And as they're passing by, some of them clear, some of them murky, one in particular rolls by that is immediately noticeable to you. Would you elaborate, in detail or not, a fond memory that Kenneth would have?
Choose not.
What?
I said choose not.
Yeah.
No, just kidding. No.
No.
Wow us.
Stress. I would just say, probably being taught how to use a bow by Uncle Orwell.
Okay.
And then, after a long day of trial and error and failure and a little success, eating a meal with him and Aunt Avie.
Okay. That memory looms in front of you for the briefest of instances. While this is happening, Lucius.
Yep.
Simultaneous yet not apparent to you, a fragment of memory drifts into your vision or field of view.
Okay.
What's a fond memory that Lucius would have?
It's kind of I'm deciding whether or not I want to do one that's recent or do one that
Sure.
is. I think he's gonna do the most important memory to him, which is the day that he Lord Ferrei found him / he found Lord Ferrei. Just hearing in the middle of the night, hearing like a ethereal knock, and then him walking out, and then It's fond in retrospect, but definitely in the moment he was definitely scared.
Sure. Yeah.
But the day that his entire life changed.
Right. Finding the coffin just sitting in the funeral home. Okay. So that memory drifts in front of you, hard to see but vaguely familiar. TBD. What's a memory that you would see in this moment?
Well, TBD has trouble remembering a lot of the past, but he does have faint glimpses in his mind of the sound of laughter and the feeling of air going through his face, and I guess hair. Never really thought about whether or not he had hair or if he was bald at the temple.
43 episodes in, that's amazing.
I mean, it comes up.
Yeah. Okay. I'll just say he had hair at this point.
Sure. You're remembering that.
Just laughter and feeling the air rushing through the little hair that he had while riding on his sky buffalo.
What?
Okay.
A scuffalo.
All right. A scuffalo.
Sky fellow.
All right. Glyph, same prompt.
Like a scary one? No.
What's a memory that would be either fond to you or prominent to you?
I mean, it was definitely scary, but not for me. I don't know. I think at the time that I kind of got the old nickname Cold Front, the call sign. Mm-hmm. I'm talking as if, but he's not here right now. We had to ambush.
But you hear me in your mind.
Okay, remember that time we had to ambush that group of gnolls?
Yeah.
And they were all standing around a fire. It was night time, and they come. Cold Front must be coming in.
Yeah.
And then I sniped like 3 of them.
Oh yeah.
It was top shelf.
That was. I was scared at how amazing you were.
Glyph, or sorry, Zeph. What is your memory?
Same one.
The time that Glyph got his nickname.
How awesome Glyph is.
So proud of it.
It was the first time I laid eyes on Glyph in action.
God.
It was a beautiful. No, that's not it at all.
What is it? What's a memory?
It was when I was young, and we were all playing together.
Wait, he was never small. It was when I was young.
Well, I mean, you grew up a little bit.
Yeah, we were, when
Hatchlings.
all of us were newly hatched and, just trying things out, learning new things.
Figuring it out.
Like, the whole world seemed new now. Oh, then. I kind of felt a lot like that lately, being, having all this new stuff go on. That's why it's so prominent. As being a newborn, draconian ordinance type.
As you have these memories fresh on your mind, visual in front of you in these large shards of whatever they are, you hear the deep rumble of whatever shadow beast this is. As it rumbles through your field of vision, again, this tumultuous just roil of emotion and memory kind of rolling through your minds. As you watch these fragments, as fractured and misshapen as they are, all of a sudden it gets a little more fragmented. I need all of you to go ahead and roll a wisdom saving throw for me.
Wisdom save.
You didn't ask me what mine was.
We'll assume he has a memory, and we'll go ahead and I can roll, or you guys can roll for him. It's up to you. A wisdom saving throw.
That's what I roll right now.
Sam, buddy, what's your memory?
Good memory.
When you got a hot dog, buddy.
First time I humped a leg at the dog pound.
That's a good one.
Who's
All right.
Sam?
Her dog.
The dog.
Her dog.
Oh, the new dog.
Yeah.
Right. He's been here the whole time. Oh, shut up.
You got 17.
Okay. Kenneth.
9.
9.
Around the room.
Tabidi.
4.
4. Zeph.
24.
Damn. Glyph.
15.
15. Lucius.
17.
17. Go ahead
Zeph, you're
and
the only one left alive.
roll for Thulgrin, and I will give you his.
Let me do it?
Yeah.
All right.
I remember
Hold on.
one
You have to
time-
use a Thulgrim quip when you roll for Thulgrim.
Yeah.
Roll.
All right. I like orange juice. That's
Classic Thulgrin. That
He's
is.
actually allergic to citrus.
That's great.
But he's still
10.
His wisdom is +6 to his saving throws. 16. Okay.
Nice.
So,
Great.
Lucius, Fulgrin, Glyph, and Zeph. As the memory shifts and morphs in front of you as the Shadow Beast rolls past your mind's eye, the fragment stays and then slowly fades and drifts off back into the world around you.
Like memories I want to do.
TBD and Kenneth.
Oh no.
present.
Are you?
The memories do not stay whole in your mind's eye. In fact, they shatter. And the pieces begin to drift away into nothingness. You, unfortunately, have lost those memories.
That was one of only 2 Tabidi had.
But the other one is sparked by the shattered glass, and you think of the first time you saw Stone Cold Steve Austin show up on Monday Night
There you
Raw
go.
and stunner the hell out of everybody.
He actually came to visit the temple.
No way!
Yeah, I mean,
I'm gonna teach
my
y'all how to
gosh.
stun.
Oh my gosh, it's not in the story, but he's gonna. There
One
was
shot.
there was a
Stone
monk
Cold.
called Stone Cold Steve Austin who came to his temple for sure. If you meet him, he's gosh, that would be so cool. Anyhow, but yes, unfortunately, you did not make the wisdom saving throw, so those memories are removed.
No, it's cool. It's cool.
I mean the rest of them.
Run through the rest
So
of
do
them.
you think your characters like get just a little darker and more jaded as a result of this?
I mean, it's like one memory.
I think she's cockier than ever. Like, I got here without eating meals, fond meals, and I never even learned how to use a bow. Always picked it up. Always.
all natural.
You're just a gunslinger now. Like,
Yeah.
screw the ranger class. You
Yeah.
lost the memory of being a
Yeah,
ranger.
you forgot the bow. You're like,
Yeah.
what's this? What's this stick and string? This is a fishing
Stupid.
pole?
I ain't never seen something.
It's the worst violin I ever see.
All right, what's up, Kyle?
As the memories either fade or shatter, another memory rolls into place. And as this one does, it begins to solidify and become clear. It seems to be one of the memories that you are drawn to in this ritual. But as that happens, you hear another rumble from the Shadow Beast as it seems to careen through your psychic one more time. And as that happens, you feel your body physically recoil, and the memory veers off back into the ocean of emptiness. And you find yourself being pulled in another direction, seemingly out of sorts, yet still a part of what you are searching for. As the memory comes in, you don't fully submerge yourself into it right away. It takes a moment as if the strings are being pulled in a different direction. But eventually you find yourself once again being pulled through the cracks of this fragmented memory. And you find yourselves standing in an empty room. Well furnished, well designed, high ceilings, but the room is decimated, destroyed. There are bits and pieces of rubble just kind of strewn throughout. There's some strange object that is dismantled and strewn across the floor, bits and pieces of it. Some of it still smelling of just like some acrid smoke and soot. And lying in the center of this room, in a few pieces of it missing, some of the planks burned, it's a coffin. A strangely familiar looking coffin.
I definitely go towards it immediately.
As you begin to just kind of drift towards it, your form not fully taking form in this world quite yet, you hear the sound of rocks breaking and tumbling. You see a door that was collapsed slowly begins to collapse and come through. And you see stepping through an individual. Seems to be humanoid looking, wearing dungeon delving gear and clothes and stuff. You watch as they brush themselves off and kind of like take a hat and kind of brush some of the dust off it. Putting the hat back on, they look up. All of you for a moment get this strange ping of familiarity, yet you're not quite sure how. But you see this individual walks towards the coffin, now noticing it too, as Lucius is now approaching the other side of it, now both of them facing parallel to each other. As they both look down at it, you can see this individual looks down at the coffin, kind of kicks it for a second and goes, "Well, what's a coffin doing down here?" And all of a sudden the familiarity kicks in. Isn't that what Coach sounds like?
What?
You see this character grabs the coffin and pulls it over and tries to open it. It doesn't open. He's like, well, it's shot to shit, that's for sure, but I'm sure we can spruce it up. There's maybe some treasure in here or something. And with ease, picks it up, puts it on their shoulder, turns around and begins to walk out of the area. It's at this point the memory stops and distorts and refocuses. And at this point you can see this coach character again. Must be time has passed, because now, as opposed to wearing this dungeon delving gear or this adventuring cloak, you can see they're wearing longer robes and a coffin strapped to their back as they're slowly trudging up a hill along a sheer cliffside overlooking a world that none of you really recognize.
What?
I just want to make sure anyone's just
Yeah, we're just along for the story.
along for the
Yeah,
story.
yeah, we are so into it.
Are we not in that room anymore?
The room is gone. You are now in a totally different place. Time has passed. Clearly, it seems that this coach individual has aged since you saw them last. Looks a bit more sallow, but definitely looks. There's a look of determination as they're walking up this hill with a very, in a strange moment of duplicity. You see the similarities to how Lucius lives his life with a coffin on his back versus this character with the same kind of
Could we
style.
maybe draw the conclusion? Could Kenneth draw the conclusion that Lucius maybe wasn't his first? Like
That's up to you.
That's entirely up to you. You just recognize the
Sure.
the indentation and also the personality is strikingly familiar,
Sure.
and also the voice is
and Coach, yeah, for sure.
Lucius,
Does he
is that your
interact
dad?
similar?
I doubt Coach is my dad. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know.
Uncle.
I have no clue.
Oh, teacher.
No.
Wait, what if he's just the one that had the coffin before Lucius?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
possible.
but I mean, like, you know
was
how
my dad.
Lucius, like, when he gets real into something, he kind of like turns into Coach.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
theoretically,
I like Coach.
Don't-
Coach, dude.
don't your abilities kind of come from Lord Ferrei in general?
I don't know. It's like that's a very. I feel like it does for the most part, or like there's stuff like around him.
Okay, so going down that line, what's to say Lord Ferrei just didn't get, creatively defunct and decide, I'm going to give Lucius an ability. What should I do? Coach used to carry me around for 3 decades. Maybe I'll just make him.
Maybe it's like when you've got like a spirit enchanted sword, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like the sword takes the spirits of others, and then it kind of
Like other like
changes
real
the sword's personality, and
okay,
each
yeah.
spirit that it takes on.
Maybe.
makes
I
sense.
don't know. I mean, I just know.
You can see Coach sets down on a small stump and kind of wipes his brow as you hear the of a storm brewing up in the mountains above Coach as he kind of looks up and looks down and says, well, we tried. No, I'm sure we'll find something next time. Well, no, I'm not going to give up on you. I mean, shoot, where would I be without you? No, it'll just take some time. So I was waiting to ask you about, and as he looks up, the rain starts pattering across. Shit! And he kind of stands up and begins to like trudge and like pulls a cloak over his head and begins to mumble as he's walking. He's like, as he walks, he's walking across this path. And as he walks, he says, hey, I was meaning to ask you about that last thing you said about how you were sorry for what you did. What'd you mean by that? And as it happens, you all see this as a lightning bolt streaks across the sky and hits right where Coach is standing. And you watch as the body of Coach contorts with the electricity that courses through them before they fall backwards, hitting the side of the mountain and beginning to careen down, their lifeless body flopping as it goes. The coffin disconnects and begins to tumble down another direction. You watch as bits of wood and chunks of it are breaking apart as it tumbles down the mountain. The memory stops for a moment and distorts again, and you can see now you're in a forest in the middle of autumn, the leaves, beautiful falling reds and yellows. You see another individual. Not Coach. Smaller, a little more slender, but still carrying the coffin. This one seems to be wearing robes of a cleric. The whites and purples of someone dedicated to their deity, their symbol emblazoned on an amulet on their chest. Small little spectacles resting on their fine kind of yellowish skin with kind of these orange veins, these purple veins kind of running through, and these horns that curl back with some baubles and stuff hanging on it. A tiefling. As they're walking through, again, holding the coffin, doesn't seem to weigh him down. Seems rather light, but very much like the coffin you just saw. You can see this individual is muttering to themselves, talking about something. Anybody who wants to try to make a perception check can make a perception check at this point.
Natural 1.
You're just shocked.
Yeah, I'm.
You are.
13.
15. 18.
Not very good. It's like a 9.
But 15 and 18 are easy enough to hear.
And
You can hear she's muttering something about breaking a bond and uncovering an old mystery, but unable to find it because it's not on this plane anymore. Well, it was, but now it's not. And as that happens, everyone else doesn't need a high perception to hear the sound of a tree that is beginning to break in the forest as it begins to fall. And you can see this tiefling, as they're walking by, doesn't even notice it because they're so engrossed in their...
project into my awareness of this tree fall.
So you project the thought of, there's a tree falling. And you watch as they stop and go, was that? And the tree falls on them, causing the coffin to tumble and spin out and lie still.
More like Lord Final Destiny.
I was like, whoever carries the coffin just dies of... Was the avalanche supposed to take me out?
The memory distorts one last time, and this one's a bit brief.
Okay.
You can see in a small blacksmith's forge, the coffin is resting against one of the walls, the fire of the forge kind of illuminating it. You hear this individual whistling as they're pounding this piece of metal. Ting, ting, ting.
Cast Tidal Wave.
As, sorry, what?
I cast Tidal Wave.
On
the forge.
Okay, that's a lot of water.
Then maybe I cast something smaller than Tidal Wave.
No, it's fine if you want to cast Tidal Wave.
You're trying to put out the fire.
More than welcome to.
That's a lot. Yeah, that's
An untitled wave.
Entitled Wave.
I actually deserve to be here more than anybody.
You ain't even deserve that beach house. I'm gonna wreck it.
Nope. Then no. Hold on. I'm just seeing if there's a way to cast Tidal. He's never done it before, so.
No one's ever been able to cast Untitled Wave.
Oh. Can be up to 30 feet long, 10 feet wide, 10 feet tall.
Can.
Does it have to be, though? Right?
Man, Johnny Kapahala back on board over here.
So you want to do Tidal Wave, but in a smaller area?
Yeah, directed on the forge. Yeah.
You do. Extinguishes immediately. You hear the rumble outside of your mind's eye.
Damn it.
You hear the... Huh?
What?
He had a heart attack?
It seems like they slipped on something
Oh my god.
in the darkness.
OSHA. Get OSHA.
What the? Lucius is like actually like fucking like horrified by this.
Next guy's
Well,
gonna
I
touch
tried.
it,
You
get a
guys saw what I
splinter
was
in
trying to do there, right?
Yeah, no,
He was going to tumble
They
into
keep
the
on- they
falls
keep
and
on
die.
dying.
Right.
I thought he was gonna get incinerated.
There's no way in hell. Is this guy just unlucky?
No, don't
The
say
memory distorts one last
That's
time.
right.
One last time.
Didn't like that one.
To the bottom of the mountain with a broken and not fully destroyed, but pretty banged up coffin that rests at the bottom of this hill. Bits and pieces of it kind of strewn throughout. You see an individual walking along the road next to it, kind of picking their way across the rocks. Someone you've never seen before. A younger fellow, his short brown hair and large, kind of wide mutton chops, as he kind of clambers around and stops for a moment and looks down. Sees the coffin. Kind of leans over and looks at it for a second. Fascinating. And looks to his left and his right. Doesn't see anything else. Shrugs and begins to grab the coffin and drag it towards a cart that's just on the side of the road. Lucius.
Yeah.
He was much older when you first met him. But given a moment to concentrate and think, that was Dr. Lominsa.
Dr. what?
Dr. Lominsa. What? Dr. Lominsa Kane, to be precise.
Yeah.
Is it your dad?
Yes, sure.
Uncle?
Dad.
But a much younger version of him. As he
Lucius
brings
is,
the
super
coffin
confused.
and puts it on the back of his old horse and cart and slowly begins to drag it towards a small village that also strikes a pang of remembrance.
Lucius is just stunned. There's so much going on and so many things are being turned upside down.
You mean to tell me the Lord Ferrei just roasts anybody who doesn't complete the quest for him?
I don't know.
That's probably why I got the undying Lucius here.
I mean, he seemed pretty nice. He's been with me for three, there's nothing.
Well, so far, everybody who we've watched carry him has met.
Yeah, and so I don't know if that's the other force or he's just cursed with bad luck.
Hey, Lucius.
Yeah?
You got this. I know you have it in it. You. I'm just casting guidance just in case.
Okay.
It's at will,
Smart.
so I'm just like...
Yeah, man. Do whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
The memory fades. You feel yourself being drawn out of it back into the sea of the emptiness. You feel the strings of fate beginning to pull you back in a more cohesive direction. However, that strange feeling that you're being watched is stronger than ever. As now you hear the voice of the triplets return to your memory. To restore a memory, one must go back to the final breath. And as that happens, you can see there is one last shard that moves towards you, and you feel yourself being pulled into it. You find yourselves, all of you, standing in a large chamber with high ceilings, well furnished. You've been here before, but somehow later. It's not destroyed anymore, it's intact. And there is many different things in here. There's scrawlings across the walls. There's books and tomes strewn across the reading area. And there was one individual. Their bodies older and hunched a little bit due to age, but still carrying themselves with the dignity and poise that you've seen before. Lord Ferrei stands in the center of this room, looking up at a contraption that looks very similar to something that was drawn and then redrawn by you all in another memory. A strange orb with concentric rings wrapping around it, and two prongs to either side with smaller concentric rings wrapping around it. It is suspended above this room, slowly rotating, almost like a large clock or a mobile, as it just rotates in the center of this room. You can see two pedestals made of stone, placed about 15 feet apart. On one pedestal, there is a coffin. A new coffin, a fresh coffin. And on the other, there's a small jar. An empty jar, but a beautiful jar. There's gold filigree on the top and bottom of it, kind of making almost like an egg shape design. You can see Lord Ferrei is limping as they walk to and from each pedestal, slowly stooping down, taking their time to draw with blue chalk these sigils across the ground, creating this bizarrely intricate and beautiful design around both pedestals. You watch as he slowly stands up, kind of arching their back a little bit to stretch, and sighs deeply and begins to survey the room. Eyes passing across you, not seeing you, large bags of tired weighing them down. You can see that they limp softly towards one side of the room and begin to shuffle through some papers and are mumbling to themselves. And after a few minutes, straighten back up, clear their throat, and begin to walk back towards the sigil on the ground and begin to slowly draw a little bit more. It's a painstaking process, and you can see it ails them to do much of this movement, but the determination on his face is predominant and unyielding. You watch for a moment as they finish drawing the sigils and step to one side of these two pedestals, and with a final flick of their wrist, draw one last mark on a sigil. And as it does, you see the sigils begin to light up. These circles begin to activate, the power beginning to thrum throughout the room, and instantaneously the orb that is floating in the center stops, and you watch as the energy begins to glow on all of the rings, begins to glow and channel, and you can hear this humming noise, this incessant buzzing that now just kind of sets in the middle of your mind and just won't get out. And you can see the jar begins to glow with a bluish light, and the coffin itself also begins to glow as this massive amount of energy and power begins to just build throughout the building as the whole place begins to rumble and thrum, the glyphs popping and sparking now with just this massive amount of arcane energy. And in the moment, a very calm Lord Ferrei just kind of stands there. And you can see they're wringing their hands in anticipation, their eyes wide, watching this spell take place, their mouth moving as if reciting a spell they've memorized over and over and over again. You can see there is this strange kind of blue glow that is being pulled from the coffin and slowly traveling up across the orb in the center of the room and back down to the small jar, which is now glowing with this strange blue light but is now condensing almost like a star in the middle of the jar. You watch as Lord Ferrei just kind of stares and waits. And after a moment, you watch as he opens his hands, and you can see resting in his hand is a rolled-up, crumpled piece of parchment. It's older than any piece of paper that you've ever seen, but the faint drawing of arcane writing is still evident on it. It's a photo. The photo that you've seen before. And as he curls it back into his hand, you watch as he looks up, tears streaming down this cragged and old face. And you watch as they slowly just kind of limp towards the coffin and stand next to it, watching as the spell is seemingly beginning to work, the energy being pulled out of it and making its way to the jar. And over the crackle and static of the world around you, you see the tears pouring down their face, a slight smile as they realize that their success is at hand. And you hear them go, Soon I will have you back, my friend. And in a moment of weakness, reaches out and places a hand on the coffin. And immediately as that happens, the light goes from blue to red. And you can see their body begins to stiffen. Their eyes go wide, the blood beginning to shoot into their pupils, the frantic look as they try to look around, vainly reaching with a trembling hand towards a spellbook attached to their hip, but to no avail. You watch as the body slowly begins to burn, these embers beginning to spread across it like old paper as their body begins to disintegrate and fall apart. No sound coming from their mouth as every joint is locked in place, their eyes wide with terror. And as a few haunting moments pass, which seem to take forever but lasted only for a minute, you watch as the body of Lord Ferrei burns away. And in that moment you notice one thing. The spirit of Lord Ferrei comes to rest just above where their body once stayed, this strange kind of undulating essence, almost like a mist. And as it gets pulled quite suddenly towards the coffin and up towards the orb sparks, the blue and the red colliding rather chaotically, and you watch as the essence of this person splits. One gets drawn back down and comes to rest on a coffin. The other pulled the opposite direction, coming to rest inside a jar. And right as that happens, you can't really feel it because you're not in this world, but you can see it. There's an ignition of arcane chaos, and the room explodes. While this is happening, the memory fades, and you find yourself floating back out in the sea of nothing. While unaware of each other's presence, Lucius.
Yeah.
You're floating out here, and suddenly there is a presence you feel. You see, sitting on a small bench, not but 10 feet away from you, looking out into the sea of gray, a figure, dressed in simple travel robes. Lord Ferrei just staring out into the world.
So he's on the bench. I could go over and sit down.
You approach them and you can see he turns immediately and regards you with kind of a sad smile and kind of goes back out to watching the world around him. A faintly crumpled and neatly folded piece of paper in their hand. The day the accident happened, my soul was rent in half. A piece of me, here, resides with you. The other is locked away. That is why I cannot die, Lucius. A piece of me still wishes to live.
So, what's the point? I've seen so many other people that have been trying to help you for all these years die. What's going on?
While I may be readily anticipating the final rest, the piece of me that stays does not wish to die. The emotional state of my being was pulled away from me. What you have carried with you, what has given you all that you have asked for has been my mind, my intellect. But the soul part of me stayed. That primal need to survive, to fight, to live. It has been there. And because it needs to stay alive, it has done everything in its power to stop those who got close to helping me. That is why Coach died. That is why Rika died. That's why all of them died.
So, you're in this asinine cycle of getting people to help, and then when they actually get too close, you just ice them? Am I next? I'm sorry. I'm really angry with you. I'm really angry at this. This is by far the most disappointing thing I've ever heard. Frankly, so many people died trying to help you. At this point, I don't think it matters at all what you want or what your soul wants, because those people wanted to help and they got killed for it. And honestly, I'm sorry, but your time is up. You have been given so much grace. And the fact that I've done so much for you, I thought this was us helping each other, but I think it's just you entertaining yourself. I'm so damn angry right now.
I don't blame you, Lucius, for being angry. I don't enjoy living this half-life, living in this waking world where I can't live and I can't die. To know that a part of me refuses to die, and to watch those who put their lives on the line to help me is worse than dying all over again. I don't blame you for hating me, for the deceit, the lies.
You know, you were my only friend before everyone else. I really wish that all of that was real. Lucius gets up, and with so much rage and melancholy, he's never felt this way before, but as a knee-jerk reaction to the overwhelming tidal wave of emotions, I think he just holds his hands out and tries to cast Eldritch Blast at the...
The power builds for a moment before slowly ebbing away. You see the sad smile stays on Lord Ferrei's face. Do you know why I did what I did in my life?
Why?
I didn't have a family, Lucius. I was an orphan. My kind were killed by slavers and traders. My kin sold and traded away like cattle. And I was forced to hide. Growing up in whatever small-town orphanage could afford to feed me, I desperately needed somewhere to belong. And So I tried to fit in. I tried to fit in with other people, other places. And then I taught myself magic. And that's when Rogar found me. We did so much good in the world, me and my family. They became my family. I wanted that feeling to last. I didn't want to be alone anymore. And then they died. And that feeling of loneliness crept back into my life so vastly that I didn't want to live anymore. So I threw myself into my studies, my learning, my mastering of the arts. And in my arrogance and in my pain, I thought I could find a way to bring them back. And that failed too. I just never wanted to be alone. When I met you, you were so young, so trusting of complete strangers. But you were alone like me. I didn't want you to be alone in this world. So I reached out. I never intended for you to carry my burden of this life or this deathbed I live. I just couldn't stand the sight of someone like you living without a friend. And then you threw yourself into helping me, and I couldn't stop. I couldn't say no. And the whole time I knew I should tell you. But truth be told, Lucius, I'm still that scared little boy who fears being alone once again. That is why I fought so hard to finally rest. That is why I fought so hard to bring this all to a close, because my pain, my loneliness had caused enough heartache in this world.
And he rode off into the sunset.
And then I rode up into the sunset.
Bench transforms.
I'm hoping to like.
I'll be in
You
this
become a Ghost
podcast.
Rider? You
Hoping
become a
to-
Ghost Rider?
Hoping to snip that.
Don't throw it. Don't.
Yeah, that was a good.
Don't
You,
ruin the
you
surprise.
stopped at the right time.
Yeah.
I know you don't trust me. And I don't blame you if you decide to leave me here. But you are the only one who's gotten this far. And the only one I truly believe could bring this all to an end. Because there's something in you that's not of me. There's a power in you that's not my gift.
What? What are you talking about?
You are You are far more special than anyone has ever told you, my friend. You have been gifted with abilities and talents that no mere man could ever dream of possessing. You have been blessed with something that I could never give you, even in my strongest. And it's not just your heart, it's not just your kindness. There is something more to you. I know you don't know it, I know you've spent your whole life looking for it. Gods know I've done the same. But if I ever teach you anything, my friend, let me teach you this. You have it within you to be the greatest you will ever be. You don't need a dead wizard to tell you that. You don't need a group of circus performers to tell you that. You don't need an adventuring party to tell you that. You are uniquely gifted to do great things in this world. That is why I believe you could be far better than I ever will.
Lucius is like just too overwhelmed. Like everything that's happening, and then in a combination of him being surprised with his own reaction to his emotions and to hearing all this, he just, I think, he doesn't faint, but he does collapse on his knees, I think. And like kind of like try to like kind of shrinks, covers his face with his hands and just there's no sound happening, but he is wailing, I think. You know, I can't be. I'm still going to help you because it's just the kind of person that I am, and I wanted to thank you for everything that you've done. But you know, you really hurt me. I might come back stronger from this, but it does not discredit. You know, even if that's the case, you know, I do still love you. I think there'll always be that part of myself where same douchebag again. Alright. Thanks.
I can't trust him anymore.
You'll always be my best friend. I'm sorry. I reacted the way I did.
There's no apologies needed, my friend. I was scared. I let my fear dictate how I treated the people who cared for me the most. I fear I've made you the very thing I was scared of becoming. But I see that you are far greater than I ever was in my life. And will continue to be so much more than I ever could dream.
Is this gonna work?
It must work. It is the only way.
Okay.
Once my soul is destroyed, then I will be free to leave this world.
Do you think maybe you'd be able to see him again?
I hope I am worthy of seeing him one last time. I hope he can still remember me as I was.
Trust me, you're not forgettable.
Thank you, my friend.
Thank you. I think Lucius can't. I mean, this is like infinite space, but I think Lucius just starts trying to walk away.
You can.
Walking away
As
in
you-
infinite space.
I've seen Harry Potter.
As you turn to walk away, obviously you could look back and nothing is there. You're just floating again in just the emptiness. As this has taken place, there is a general feeling of just emotions as you all just kind of float in this nothingness.
Glyph to me. Hold me. Just for a moment.
Did they see that?
That no one sees anything.
It's
That
a
all
general
happens.
feeling of emotion.
Feeling of emotions.
Mate, I don't know why we had to cut strays either. It's okay.
However,
Oh,
as you all kind of float in this for a moment, you hear the sounds of the triplets kind of re-enter. Congratulations.
Ice
You have succeeded. And now the ritual is complete. The voice cuts off. And you find yourselves not floating anymore, but standing in a vast field of large shards of what looks to be like these memory shards that are just kind of laying dormant and colorless. And as you're all kind of standing there looking around, you can hear the sound of the rumble.
Who's your friend who likes to play?
Is that
As descending into this field, the massive shadow beast lands, its eyes flashing just
it's just
anger and rage as it lowers itself and prepares to strike. I'm gonna need you guys
Hell yes.
to roll initiative.
quick question?
No!
Yeah.
Quick.
It's comp. It's comp.
I can't
Yes.
say.
Oh, that one is comp. So is that thing that we're fighting right now?
Between 1 and
That
7.
part of himself
No,
that doesn't want that keeps one wanting to live.
No.
I don't want to eat.
I literally, only thing I'm thinking of right now is in Inside Out when they fall down into the. That's
Yep.
why I said who's your friend who likes to play.
Yep.
I have to go
Sorry,
pee real
guys.
quick.
Take her to the moon for me.
Initiative 6.
Okay. Okay.
Triple
So-
games.
16. Man, it's only been an hour.
Yeah, man.
That was really
That was
good.
literally
Yeah.
only you
Thanks.
for an hour.
I'm sorry.
But no,
that
I'm
was-
saying like
don't apologize.
Thanks,
That was
Steve.
Fantastic. Okay.
Yeah, I don't
so
know.
we got to coast
I
this
don't
whole
know who the
episode.
Academy is going to give the award to. I think it's the first time we.
probably gonna be Black Adam this year. Let's be honest. It's
Oh.
gonna be.
Well, we have the camera set up today, right?
No, we do not.
Damn it! Yeah, it is, but it's here, so all you see is the back of pressing.
Okay, so 25 to 20.
I rolled bad.
Close.
We are not there yet.
20 to 15.
19.
Getting closer.
19.
Let me get it out
Okay.
all out while I can.
15 to 10.
13.
10.
Oh wait, have we rested since that last battle that we had?
No.
Which,
From
the goblin
goblins?
battle?
Sure.
No, you have not rested since then.
Okay.
I still
Zeph, what'd you roll?
7.
7.
Oh no, never mind. There was like an actual like NFL game.
13 was Glyph, right?
Yes, it's very old school techno bowl style.
That's good though.
10 was Lucius. You rolled 10?
Lucius.
I don't
Give me
know.
the loose!
I really hope I still have my powers because I don't know what that was gonna happen.
Oh my gosh, I hope you just have to go kick him in the shins.
Bro, I have a minus to strength. I might end up healing him.
I will heal you in the shins.
That's actually how I used to. My old character Kyle. I used to slap people to give him lay on hands.
Kai. I won't tell you how one of
okay.
my friends used to do lay on hands.
So it's at this point that we're going to go ahead and start with the top of the round. TBD, you are up first.
Get him TB.
Cool. Glaive attack.
So you rush at this.
If
I'm
it
assuming
ain't
you're
broke,
just
don't
rushing
fix
towards
it.
this creature.
Men want
Yep.
one thing and it's fucking disgusting. Glaive attack.
God.
You have to start pumping out jokes as fast as possible to offset.
10.
Oh, that's true.
10 does not hit.
Second attack.
Glaive attack again?
Yep. 23.
By the way,
23 does hit.
Drew, I'm not a sociopath.
So
Which is exactly what a sociopath is.
Being an actor.
I live my
I
life
was so
by
in character.
8, 15.
You've summoned pain that I failed to
15.
channel it through your character.
Yes,
It's classic.
That's the catharsis of Dungeons and Dragons.
it is group therapy.
Give me just a second.
Plus 1.
It
16.
is. Yes.
16 points of damage?
Yeah, but these random like side things that add stuff. So.
Yeah, for
Once
sure, for sure,
you
for sure.
Unleash your pain. Where does it go?
Drag me to hell. Calvin absorbs it.
Calvin becomes stronger.
I am Calvin, I ingest your pain.
He's
Yeah.
just an emotional vampire.
No, I think after that performance, I think Calvin's full. I think
See,
he's
I always just thought Calvin was a mouth breather, but it turns out he was absorbing all of our emotional energy during every D&D session.
Well,
Oh shit.
you know who's the most iconic mouth breather?
John Stamos?
No, Kirby.
Ooh. Hey, we're going to do a Super Smash Bros. Brawl one-shot night at some point this fall. Mm-hmm. So keep your eyes peeled for that.
Brawl.
You basically pick a Super Smash Bros. Character, and you...
It's LARPing though, right?
Oh, you can learn if you want to, and you make it into a character sheet, and we're going to do a giant brawl for all.
Okay. You did 16, you said?
And I've created a battle map.
Okay, give me just a second. I need to write that. Sorry, I was trying to
It's gonna happen.
get all my ducks in a row here.
As well.
Oh, good. And then I have a bonus attack too.
Okay.
Smash Brothers level.
Potentially.
And then
Okay, go
Unless
ahead.
I kill again.
Yeah, go ahead.
I
Roll.
think we break our legs.
Yeah, 15.
15 does not hit.
Ah, okay. So just the 16.
Yep, so 16 points of damage. All right, so
Having
ending
to
your turn
look
as you
down,
you come in and swing a bunch of times to try to hit it. It definitely looks like it. You dissipate some of the shadow, but its body still maintains its corporeal form as it looks down at you. Kind of the blue in its eyes kind of flashes as it is going to go ahead and unleash some attacks. It's going to go ahead.
Real quick, I want to
Yeah.
make sure to not be attacked, so just don't.
Sure. Well, it's going to go ahead and just unleash its shadow breath to start at the top of this round here.
These, I have a question about these shards real quick. Are they reflective?
Some of them are, yeah.
Sick.
Yeah, think of it like a very like dirty like quartz kind of a color, where it's like
Dirty quartz.
a little bit of a shine to them, a little bit of reflectiveness maybe, but like almost like a milky white coloration.
Oh, so much like so kind of like a milk jug filled with water, where they're like
Yes. Yes. Very good. Okay.
translucent, not transparent.
Thank you. Okay, so it's going to go ahead and fire off a shadow breath. So I'm going to need dexterity saving throws from the lot of you.
From the law, yeah.
Well,
Plus 3. 12.
Oh my
Does that
gosh.
pass?
hey, that's
I'll
gonna
reroll
pass.
that.
Whoa!
True, that was a 6. Although it wasn't in the box, so yeah.
12 plus.
What does inspiration do again?
It gives you a
You have
reroll.
inspiration? Oh wait, I have
check.
inspiration.
Check.
Should I use?
Check.
Oh wait, until more serious.
He didn't say. We'll
Let's
see
see what this does first.
Okay, what'd you roll?
12.
12, fail.
19.
19, success.
13.
13, fail.
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 Fail. So you guys
Everyone's
take...
getting breathing.
You guys take...
Shadowy breath.
They call me Hot
They
Breath.
smoked some dank.
Not
We're
good.
fighting a Snoop Dogg.
You take 6 points of psychic damage on those who failed. 3 points on those is exceeded.
Hey, I feel super still.
3 points of those are what?
Psychic damage? I don't know. Do you?
Yeah, I think you do as a gem dragonborn. I don't know.
Oh yeah, we probably do.
No, not as a gem, but as his
Does
particular
have an R next to it?
type of
Yeah,
dragonborn.
that's resistance.
so
You
that's
take
only
half damage.
So 3 for you, yes.
No, like gem is like a
Yeah.
Did we?
I think his
rest
specific
No,
one is.
not after the goblin fight.
Okay.
Okay, so that's going to be that attack, and then it's going to go ahead and unleash a...
Lucius, you're destined for greatness. Dies in this fight.
Oh, it's going to use Shadow Stealth, where its shadow dissipates into the darkness that is this entire place, and he disappears. Cool. From vision.
I cast.
Okay, so end of its turn. It is now Glyph's turn, followed by Lucius.
Yep, I'm just gonna reach into. Actually, I'm gonna go to the carbine and I'm just gonna work on a little. You can finish an inscription, but I'm gonna hold it.
Mm-hmm. Hold your
holding
action?
a spell until he is visible to me.
Excellent. Easy enough to do. Nice. Holding your action for the next time it shows up. Lucius, that means you are up with Zeph on deck.
Ooh, time to find out if you got powers.
Yeah, let's do that real quick. Lucius is gonna try to bonus action activate Form of Dread.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Does it work?
Is it dreadful?
Yeah. What form do you activate?
I think Lucius's hair stays the same, and he's just himself.
Okay.
If not, just more veins, just being more apparent.
So a creepy form of dread, not a persona form of dread.
Not a persona Form of Dread.
Sure. Easy enough to do. Bonus action form of dread. Go ahead and give yourself your temporary hit points.
Please, everybody.
You got this.
I gotta do the health for it.
Roll your temp HP.
Yeah. Damn, I keep on rolling 7s. That's good though. So 13 temp HP.
Nice.
Very cool.
No, the temp HP won't repair my psyche. I think Lucius is gonna stay there. Veins, like what's it called, varicose? Like it's just like there's a lot of veins.
It's just vascularity. Varicose veins are what old people.
Oh, old people. Oh, ew.
Yeah.
know,
Old people.
I blow on. I was gonna say blow him into dust, but that sounds weird. So I'm just gonna. I think Lucius is gonna stand ready, and then I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna cast Summon Shadow Spawn.
Okay.
And Lucius's tears are black and streaming down his face, and becomes a pet puddle on the floor.
And Gerard pops up.
I don't know if it's gonna be Gerard.
All right, that's fine.
Like
I was
Gerard
hoping for
Way.
Gerard.
Gerard Way. Yeah, that's exactly what.
You look like the frontman of.
Okay, end of Lucius' turn. Zeph, you are up. With,
No, it's Gerard.
It's Gerard? Okay.
It's Gerard.
Lucius, you're up with, Zeph, you're up with Kenneth on deck.
Alright, Jam is gonna.
Jam.
Jam?
Zeph is gonna.
Jam.
Zeph is gonna cast Jam Fly
Uncut
Okay.
jump.
on herself, or is it just gonna use it?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, you just use it.
It's gonna
For sure,
jump
for sure.
up into the air 30 feet. Mm-hmm. And then cast guidance on himself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Easy enough to do. End of your turn. Kenneth, you're up. What are you doing?
Oh wow, so they're like, he's dispersed, yeah.
Don't see it.
Shit. I'll hold my
You
action.
can try to look for it, but that's your action to look for it.
Wait.
I'm just gonna hold my attack action
Okay.
from now. You know what? Yeah. Okay.
Alrighty then.
Wait. Gerard gets to take his turn immediately after.
Okay, yeah.
So Gerard's gonna run out to where Gerard's gonna just slink towards where the Spectre Lest was.
Yep.
And since it just dissipated in darkness, he's gonna use his once per day Dreadful Scream, where each creature within 30 feet of it must succeed a Wisdom saving throw. So I'm trying to get it out of the range of my homies, but just try to.
What is a dreadful?
Stay away
What's
from my
the
homies.
DC?
The DC is my spell DC. I'm pretty sure.
To get it away from us.
Sorry, let me read.
Does it
Yeah, it's
go
my spell
up?
save DC. So 17.
It's 17 exactly.
Okay, so it passes.
At what distance? What are the parameters of this?
Within 30 feet, DC would be frightened of Gerard for 1 minute.
Okay.
All right.
It's all good. Oh wait, dude, he has Aspect has shadow stealth as well.
Wait, could
awesome.
you use your inspiration to cause disadvantage?
I guess, but I want to wait.
alright,
I want to
okay.
keep it for something.
I'm sorry. Put that metagame back
Alrighty then. Top of the round, TBD, you are up, sir.
Oh, already?
Mess him up. You don't know where he is. Mess him up though.
I will use
Assault
a...
him.
Yes.
well, he's probably resistant
Dap
to
him
that.
up.
Dang it.
Yeah, but in the face.
I guess I'll do that glaive thing again.
Do you know where he is?
You don't see it.
Oh, wait. I don't see it. That's true.
I mean, you can strike it wildly. Into
Yeah.
You could just swing wildly and see if you hit.
Flail the glaive.
Roll with disadvantage.
Can,
Or you can hold your action for it to reappear.
Oh, shoot. I have to see it, too.
Yep.
See and swing away.
Yeah, you can hold an action and wait till it appears, or do whatever you want to do, man. It's
Yeah,
up
I'll
to you.
do that.
You're gonna hold your attack action?
Yep.
All right, so 2 attacks in the waiting for whatever happens. As sure enough, appearing 30 feet to the other side of Glyph, so closer to the rest of y'all, not Glyph, TBD, because TBD ran up. Appearing behind all of you, the shadow creature reappears.
Bop bop.
Bop bop, you're on. What?
Yeah, I held my
this-
action until he reappeared.
So you're firing your arrows.
Musket,
Gun?
yeah.
Oh, you're firing your musket. Okay,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Forgot
Roll.
that's true.
How to use
Cool.
her arrows.
Yeah, roll your attacks.
I need him to make a
Oh,
dexterity
that's a
saving throw.
nat 1
Oh.
and a nat 20.
What?
Balance.
Wait, what happens when
Does
that
that mean
happens?
something?
Balance.
Yeah, that means something.
It's balance.
Nat 1 and a nat 20, the world's perfectly balanced. All right, yeah, so go ahead and roll your damage.
Sure.
Big,
We only give it a nod. We don't give it a.
Give it a nod, yeah.
okay, nothing's wild anymore. So
Okay.
it used to be certain things
The
were
nat
wild.
1, obviously nothing.
It was if you had advantage or disadvantage. She's just rolling 2 rolls.
14 points
Oh, no,
of
no.
damage.
I'm just saying that balance
Right.
means that there's no wilds anymore.
Yeah, it's-
it's all.
Oh, no, we keep the wilds.
14 points of damage.
14 points. Did you?
About
Oh, yeah,
this, or-
14 points of damage.
Yeah.
All right.
Make a dexterity saving throw, shadow beast.
Shadow bitch.
All right, dexterity saving throw by this creature.
Yes.
That is a.
This one.
Have a dex? It does. That is a 18.
Never mind.
So it's a shadow creature.
Just trying to cast fairy fire.
That's all I wanted to ask.
So I get to
So
attack now,
jail
too,
for
right?
me.
Fairy
I
fire.
see it.
Yeah,
Alright.
Is he within
fairy
range to
dust.
attack with?
Who? Him?
Yeah.
How far can you move?
To like know, but
Well, this has
how to
a...
equip to other.
How far can I move?
Yeah.
30 feet, and then my glaive has a 10-foot reach.
Yeah, he would be on the very edge of your reach, but yeah, you could get to him.
Okay, so one of my attacks was a nat 1,
Okay.
and then the other one would have been a 23.
At 23. 23 does hit.
Whatcha?
Shoot.
Kenneth,
Yes.
because you rolled a nat 1,
It's
Yes.
only one.
Is your gun misfire?
your gun jams.
Does it? I thought it was a magical gun.
Does it have the one that where it doesn't
I
say
don't-
it doesn't jam or?
I think it doesn't because it's artificially in.
Sure, but she also rolled a nat 1, so I'm trying to figure out how to do this without monkey pawing the crap out of it.
She also rolled that 20, so monkey paw the crap out of that.
Hey, wait. So this is like a dark creature, right?
Oh, true.
So technically, wouldn't dark vision allow me to see it any time I want?
You'd think so, but you're in a weird waking dream.
That is true. Yeah.
I will say this.
He's a-
I will say this. With the nat 1, you get disadvantage on one of your attacks next time.
That sounds
Okay.
That sounds.
Yeah, that sounds.
That
good.
sounds better.
Same with me.
Your next ones, yes, because you missed horribly on this one.
And
Damage?
15 for the first one.
Damn.
Nice. This guy's
Or
a
the
fighter.
only one. And
Yes,
with
yes,
my
yes.
bonus. Do I get my bonus action as well?
No, you held your
you said
action,
your-
so
you said
this
your
is just
attack
actions.
Just action,
Yeah, this is
okay,
just
never
action
mind.
still. It's your turn again. Glyph. It is now. Oh, wait, no, it has to actually take its turn because you all just unloaded on it.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
So it's going to go and do its multi attack.
Damn.
So it's going to do a bite on
Who you hitting?
He
the
won't do
person who struck it. So it's going to be Glyph. Or, sorry, not Glyph.
other
TBD.
Oh my god, all the lizards look alike to you.
I'm about to hit you, so just don't worry about it. Hold yourself there. Bite attack is a 13 to hit.
Hey, all lizards equally.
Okay.
That's it.
And then 2 claw attacks. It's going to unleash 2 claw attacks, one on Kenneth and one on Glyph because you two also shot at it.
Oh, he's not racist against lizards.
Kenneth, that's going to be a unnatural 20 to hit.
Yeah, sure does.
Glyph, that is going to be a 26 to hit.
Do you know what they say? Shadows don't
Yep,
discriminate.
that's gonna hit.
Okay, so Kenneth, you take 15 points of slashing
That
damage.
sucks for you, dude.
Is this like dim light? Are we like dimly lit in this?
In theory. You can use the dim light because it's using shadow stealth. So yeah, you could essentially use it as well.
Right.
Glyph, you also take 15 points of slashing damage.
Chump change.
That's chump change. I have 33
okay, and then it's
myself.
going to go ahead and see if it gets its shadow breath back.
I have 33
It does
in
not.
myself. I have 0
And
confidence.
as its bonus action, it's going to go ahead and cast Shadow Stalk.
What's that?
So basically, on any creature that it successfully hit, it is now marked. So that creature is. I'm going to roll odds and evens.
That hit prior. Oh,
Kenneth. So basically, you are now shadow stalked. So basically, no matter where you don't know what it does, but you feel as though its gaze is now like locked on you, and like almost like that picture, like those Rembrandts, where like no matter where you move, like it's always following your gaze. Except this one literally is following you wherever you go. So anyhow, all right, that ends its turn. Glyph, you are up with Lucius on deck.
Alrighty.
Okay, am I within melee of him?
Yeah, you can move up to him. He's right around there.
Oh no, if I'm not in melee yet, I'm going to shoot him twice.
Yeah, I would say you're about 10 feet at this point because he appeared in your guys' space.
Literally.
So you're right on the cusp there. I wanted to give you
23 and 21.
both hit.
He does cool person damage.
22 points of magical force damage. And then bonus action scimitar is 11
11 misses.
points of damage. I assume.
Oh,
No.
It's using its reaction to do Shadow Siphon.
Okay.
So I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
But what if that's the one I'm not good at?
Then it might be good for me.
Your mom! Just kidding. It's 16.
16. You succeed. You feel as though like the energy around you gets your essence is getting like pulled out of your body, but at the last moment you're able to hold on to your incorporeal form and keep it from getting pulled out of you.
I had a mixed moment.
Your vitality is still intact.
Who?
Okay. So, end of Glyph's turn. Lucius, you're up with Zeph on deck.
Lucius is like looking around, then he realizes he already has a concentration spell, so his idea of finally using protection from good and evil for the first time in the campaign is dead. Lucius is going to be like, this guy, hey, it's a shadow monster, right? Yeah, okay. Gerard, I'm sorry. Lucius, wait, let me see if this is a concentration spell because I will cry if it is. It's not, okay. Lucius is gonna cast Daylight on the palm of his hand and just raise it up.
Oh.
Nice.
All right. Do you roll to hit that or?
No, it just happens. Like it's
Okay.
just let me read the spell off.
It just daylight, baby.
60 foot radius sphere. Radius, that's half of it. Okay. 60 foot radius sphere of light spreads out from a point that you choose within range, which is from my hand.
Yeah.
This sphere is bright light and sheds dim light for an additional 60 feet. So a 60 foot radius around me of bright light and then dim light for another 60.
So it doesn't do any damage to anything?
It doesn't do any damage to
Okay.
anything, but like if that's sunlight sensitivity, it might be helpful.
Yeah.
What about
It immediately lights up the air around you, much like Gandalf's crystal did in the.
Two towers?
No.
Wait.
Rings of Power?
Not in Rings of
The
Power. When they're escaping the Gerblins.
Mordor!
Yeah. No, not in Mordor.
What are you talking about? Are you making a Hobbit reference?
No, when he's in fighting, before he fights the
Mines
Borg,
of
and he's got
Moria.
his, the Mines of
Mines
Moria, where he's got
of
his staff and it like barely lights up, but
the
it's,
Mines of Moria.
yeah, the thing. But it
Mordoria.
lights up the entirety of this area, reflecting off some of the shards that are embedded in the ground. The creature you see violently reacts to the sunlight, as it no likey.
So as that happens,
Yes.
I don't do anything on my turn. I'm
Sure.
pretty sure. Let me see if I have any bonus action things that could help.
Alright, so we all just need to cast Daylight collectively. That would be easy.
No,
Powers combined, man.
can I? I want to do something a little bit funny.
Sure, go for
I
fun.
want to use
I
my
like
bonus
fun.
action. I want to do my bonus action to take the red potion that I have that I don't know what it is, but I made it one time.
You little goofy guy.
Of course.
I remember we made it like a while back, like not a while back, like 2 or 3 sessions ago. and
What
I
is
just
it?
Dumped a bunch of
What does it say?
It's just a red potion. It says you just have a red potion, Preston.
Called a pocket full of sunshine.
Let me.
You never specified what it was.
Somebody has it in their
Yeah.
notes.
I just listened to that episode a couple days ago.
No. Hang on.
It was a wish spell, right?
Yeah, it was a wish spell.
I thought that's what he's like.
Liquid wish.
Yeah, red like.
No, it's hot tamales, guys.
Red liquor wish.
No.
I'm not gonna. I was about to do wordplay, and I realized that's.
I remember. There's a score tally from last campaign.
What?
Guys,
Oh, the kill count?
Yeah, I started doing count because we have way more bodies in this.
And Mitch just wasn't fair. Mitch is so far ahead of you guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Bro, let's not talk about that time where I literally held a chick with an arcane hand and then disintegrated her.
Yeah, that was a weird first date for you.
That was not a first date. She was a harpy and a bitch.
It's yes
not
and
my worst first date. Yeah, I know.
Yes,
no,
learn the art.
Sometimes it's no but.
Yeah, that does sound like a first date.
Sounds like that girl.
Okay. So, you drink the potion.
Yeah.
And you feel your body begin to rend itself in two.
That's horrible.
And then all of a sudden, you look right across from you.
Yeah.
There's another Lucius standing there. Can you roll initiative for the second Lucius, please?
Lucius.
2 lushes.
Damn, you rolled good. 19. Initiative.
19.
Yeah.
Okay. So now there's a second Lucius, and you control him as well.
Only thing is, this one.
Does he have my spell slots and everything?
He has everything you would have.
Yeah, but he talks like this.
No, he does not. He does.
Gotta save the patron.
Anyways,
okay.
That's my turn.
That's your turn.
And then after that is Gerard's turn.
Yeah.
Gerard, can we see that creature yet?
Yeah, it's still here.
Alright, Gerard's gonna come up and drag his like long arm against the floor.
Yeah.
And then he's just gonna go up and try to sock that motherfucker in the face.
Sure, go for it.
Because Gerard's a tough guy.
Yeah, he is.
Blooded.
I gotta read what he actually like does.
He's not okay.
He's not okay.
Damn, wait, this spell scales with my level. This is sad. Alright, but it doesn't. Alright, it's just a normal hit with my spell attack modifier.
Okay, go ahead and roll it.
That was so bad. Can I use my inspiration on my summon or not?
Yeah, it's your inspiration, dude.
Screw it. That's way better.
Yeah.
Yeah, screw that inspiration, dude.
50. I just realized it's probably not going to do any damage. 15 plus 9, so 24.
That'll hit.
Yeah, but it doesn't. Whoa, nice. Oh, wait, no. I rolled. It's a d12. Oh, nice.
Nice, okay.
Same number. Plus 3 plus 4. 17 points of necrotic damage, though.
17 points of necrotic damage.
Against a shadow creature, so I don't know if that actually does anything.
Yeah, it hurts a little bit.
It does.
Okay. End of your turn, Zeph. You're up with Kenneth on deck.
Sweet. Zeph is going to cast Fairy Fire from his heightened advantage.
Yes, he does. I need to roll a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, 16.
So
Beat it.
Do bad.
It's a 15.
Very good. So he's all lit up. Describe that for us, dear.
You watch as for a moment, you see Zeph looks at one of the shards, and you swear that like the milky whiteness of it forms into a circle for just the briefest of instances before they all light up, and you watch as these lights kind of ricochet off each other and in a spotlight fashion hit this thing and now illuminate it with this strange kind of whitish gray glow, illuminating it now beyond the fact that it is now lit by sunlight.
Zeph is so freaking cool, and after he does that, he's then going to do some calculating in his brain, then look over at another shard. And he's going to use his radiant breath weapon to cause another, basically like a radiant beam to like follow this fairy fire beam through all the shards.
So go ahead, and do I roll to avoid that one as well?
Let's see. Breath weapon DC 12.
What kind of a save?
Dex.
That would be a bad roll.
Nice.
That's going to be you said dexterity?
Yep.
No,
it's going to be a 9.
He said what he said.
Dex.
Yeah, rewind the table. No, he said Dex.
Dex.
What's your dick modifier? +4.
All right.
It depends on if it's a warm room or a cold room.
16
Make a
points of
Dixie.
radiant damage.
Okay.
And what was the effects? Oh, can I roll? No, that's right. That was your roll. Never mind. Shut up, Drew.
Okay. End of Zev's turn. Kenneth, you're up.
Ooh, immediately hand on chest, and I'm gonna cure wounds myself.
Sure.
Okay, nice. 11 points of healing. Love that.
Nice.
And I'm gonna look at him and say, right back at you, and bonus action Hunter's Mark.
You guys exchange numbers.
As you Hunter's Mark, you feel a burning sensation across the symbol on your arm, and immediately a uncanny knowledge pours into you, as if you knew everything that could be about this creature. Your Hunter's Mark is a little different. As long as you maintain concentration on this Hunter's Mark, it reveals to you the vulnerabilities and resistances of said creature.
Did you just get a new thingy?
So you know this creature is vulnerable to radiant damage.
Yeah.
It is
Oh,
resistant
thank God, Solgren's
to
fine.
necrotic damage, and it is immune to psychic damage.
All right. And then extra bonus action. Rah! I will list off to everybody. Necrotic, not so great. Radiant, real great. And then what was the other one?
It is immune to psychic.
Psychic, don't do it.
Sorry, Alakazam.
Next to Saki.
Don't do it. It sounds like a infomercial.
Psychic, don't do it.
Don't do it. Boom! Like the
All right,
Don't
so
trust
that
those
was your bonus
witches.
action. Now you have an action. What would you like to do?
Oh, my action was cure wounds.
Oh, cure wounds. All right. Top of the round. Tabidi, you're up, dude.
What I know, what I can't do.
What did TBD roll?
19, but he has a higher dex.
Damn, you're right.
Huh?
No, you get to go.
He's so high.
Well,
High index.
He's so Dixie.
do what I did before.
Yeah,
No.
glaive it away, my dude. 2 rolls.
Oh my goodness, bro.
Oh wait, I had disadvantage too on the
Oh, cool.
yeah. So
Wait, no. That disadvantage.
That is
It
already
is
counted.
would've
countered
been
by
the
You
Fairy
roll
Fire.
2 dice for your first attack. Because it's disadvantage.
He's got
And you
Fairy
roll a
Fire
one
on
and
it.
So what was the highest of that roll there?
7.
7 misses. Roll for your second attack. This is a straight roll.
Straight roll, just 1 die.
yeah.
Just one die.
Just 1 die.
I can only see
Reroll 1.
It's a 15.
Reroll 1. There you go.
Knock it's better.
There you go.
22.
22 hits. Wow, what a ride.
Trick, that's
Yeah, you're good.
That one doesn't matter on other one stuff, right?
No, it does not. Just on the rolls.
Where?
Basically, Matt, you had disadvantage because of your nat 1 attack. However, Fairy Fire gives you advantage on all the attacks. So it was negated at that point. So
So it's 4 plus 3, 7.
Glyph, you're about to be up. Or no, Lucius, you're about to be up.
Yeah.
Lucius 2.
Lucius
And
2.
then
I'm about to shoot the heck out of this thing. Hey.
11.
11 points of damage. Yeah, it's looking rough. You guys are tearing chunks out of it. The smoke is beginning to pour off and begin to dissipate into the world around you. Lucius 2, you're up.
So, Lucius Prime, that's a free action or whatever.
Sure.
Looks at him, nods.
Yeah.
And then he kind of goes looking for a second as like a red spirit comes out of him and into Lucius 2. If That's okay.
Yeah.
And then Lucius 2 becomes coach and you get to play coach.
It's giving all serious Game of Thrones vibes.
So you can dread make sure you dread before you do it. So you
Yeah, form of dread, for sure. As you watch as this form of Lucius just kind of like takes an imaginary hat and dusts it off and goes, all right, let's see about this thing here. And he just pulls out a gun and goes, kablam, and fires 2 Eldritch Blasts. Go ahead and roll your 2 Eldritch Blasts.
Do you do advantage because I'm cool?
It is Fairy Fire, so yeah.
Oh, it's Fairy Fire?
Fairy Fire for advantage, yes.
Alright. 21.
First one hits with the 21.
Alright, I'm gonna roll.
Second one.
That's super
That's cocked. Cacked.
I didn't. Oh my goodness, not bad.
Not bad.
14.
14 does not hit.
Alright,
But one does hit. Alright, so go ahead and roll your damage for that one.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do the force damage. 1 force damage. Coach, step it up, man. And then wait, I do extra. Make sure to half this damage because of necrotic. And then 9 necrotic damage. So that's like
You
4.
you yell at Coach, and Coach goes, "I got you." Kablam! And he fires without even looking, and you watch as it hits and causes the creature to move its head in another direction while the radiant moonlight is hitting it.
Yeah.
And you watch as it begins to burn a hole in this thing, and you watch as it burns and begins and burns away and dissipates. As Coach just kind of spins his thing and goes, "I told you that's how it..." The potion fades.
Oh.
Make another one of them.
I was gonna dab myself up. I'm so sad that I couldn't get that.
Damn it.
It only lasted for...
A round.
it only lasted for like 2 rounds, so that was why I was just like, it's gonna last for a second. I told you! And dead. But
Honestly,
that
nice.
is the
That's solid.
extent
That's great.
of your Shadow Monster fight. Good job, guys.
Thank you.
As that happens, you hear the sound of the voices return.
Oh, jeez.
As you hear them all say simultaneously, "The ritual complete." As all you and like suck in air and cough as you are now all standing and kind of swooning in a half circle around the coffin, back on top of the mountain with the 3 witches all kind of standing on the other side of it, their yellow eyes just looking at you all. A slight smile across their face.
Transferring Hunter's Mark.
No.
I'm joking.
Oh, fight the 3 witches?
Oh, okay.
Bro, we wouldn't get TPK'd so
As they all just
fast.
kind of look at you and go, "Your task is not quite finished."
What? What the fuck? Are you kidding me?
They all look at you, Lucius. "You have one more thing to do. Destroy the soul."
Lucius grabs out the amulet that he has, takes it off, and... Guys, how do I destroy this? How do I... I'm just gonna fucking spike it.
You hit it and it... Ting, 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 ting.
Oh, damn it. Can I still cast Eldritch Blast at it?
Yeah.
Breath weapon at the same time.
It blows up. Reforms.
Ooh, true love's kiss.
No, that's not it. That's not it. Turn it into an apple, feed it to a hot girl you're jealous of, and then she'll be asleep.
I've never really had a crush on
That does work every time, actually.
All 3 of the witches just kind of look at each other.
How do I destroy a soul? What?
Back to you.
What? I thought his soul was in the amulet
I
thing.
mean, there's 7 dwarves in a trench
His
coat.
soul
What's
was
the sound of us?
in the jar.
Oh. I pick it up again. Oh, yeah, no, that makes... No, you're so right. No, you're right. Thank you for reminding me.
Wait,
Hey,
where's
what if
this
you
jar?
knock that off the
Do you
mountain?
know where the jar is?
All 3 look at each other again. Look back to you. "We followed the Shadow Beast, found its lair, discovered its origin. We can show you how to get there. For a price."
You suck. You little silly gooses, you. I thought I was done with
A
this.
I
toenail
think it's
clipping,
geese.
an ear hair, and what else?
Pocket lint.
Pocket lint.
Silly gods.
Like,
You-
we already gave you a lot. I'm not gonna lie.
I think one of us is due for a molt soon if you want some extra skin.
Yeah, do you want some skin?
Yeah, skin of a
told me
draconian.
to
I
be-
almost said the ill word.
Oh my god.
What is your price
what that
before I
is?
shoot it down?
You've been eating.
A simple?
A simple price.
Uh-huh.
For a simple spell. A little bit of trust.
Sure! I have a lot of that to give.
Yeah, you asked the money bags of trust for a little bit of trust.
Okay.
We have a bargain.
Oh Jesus.
That's not good.
I mean, you guys are pretty, like, to your word, so I don't see why not.
The deal is struck.
God.
Guys, wait, did I mess up?
The
like
price
Philip
is
Preston.
paid.
Okay.
And now we feel our end. as all three of them, their eyes roll back into their heads, and you watch as the water around them immediately begins to warble and spin slowly before receding away from the swamplands and revealing a void below you.
Okay.
Okay, let's go. I jump in.
Good luck.
Goodbye. Wait, I forgot your
Things
name.
to do, we can too.
So you grab the coffin, jump down into the void, and he's gone.
All right. Kenneth will...
That's where we'll pick up next week.
Are you all just... You're all just waiting?
Oh, yeah. Kenneth goes back to the hole, fingers up, and whee!
Okay.
Deuce is wild!
What does everyone else do?
I mean, I'm definitely bringing Pothole this time, and I grab his little arm and hop on him.
All right.
Yeah, ask him what he
The
says.
rest of us snap our necks.
Scoops up his automaton and just still with wings, still with his dragon wings on, just zooms in like a peregrine falcon.
Yeah.
Wait, I thought you had your wings on in the dream.
Tabidi?
Yeah, they're still there.
For the first time ever, just for the heck of it, uses gem flight and
flies down.
For the heck of it?
Whoa.
One by one, you all ascend into the darkness.
Hold on, I'm coming.
You feel
That was really good.
gravity begins to shift. Your stomachs go into a topsy-turvy as the world around you shunts you into another place. A place you've never been. And you stand before the stone gates. And that is where we will pick up next week with supposedly the beginning of the end for Lord Ferrei. Maybe. If the witches can be trusted.
Oh boy.
Guys, they have great work ethics. Of course they can
I'm
be
sure nothing is wrong. Also, so just so I'm clear, you've given them a little trust, and you've also given them
dying breath.
a dying breath.
Yeah.
Okay. I need to make sure I notate both of those. All right. Well, while I go ahead and make those contracts out to the devil, thank you guys so much for playing. Thank you all so much for listening. We'll see you next time on the Wild Magic School Bus. Goodbye, everybody.
Guys, shut up.
Thanks for listening to the Wild Magic School Bus. We hope you had a great time listening. We always have an incredible time making it for you. You can find new episodes each Monday on whatever podcasting platform you use, and if you're feeling extra philanthropic, you can leave us a 5-star review. It helps us out a lot. If you want to stay in the loop, we have socials. You can follow us on Twitter and Instagram at WildMagicPod or on Reddit at r/WildMagicSchoolBus. If you're enjoying this podcast, let us know by saying hello. We love making new friends. Thanks for listening. See you next time.
So Mariah's sister
That's a quote.
just was in a show, play, and it was a like funny retelling of the Brothers Grimm stories. Mm-hmm. But it's at Calvary Christian University.
Oh God.
And one of the main plot lines is
It's all about Jesus.
Satan's like someone making a deal with Satan amongst other people, and then later a story about Satan's grandma, but they wouldn't allow them to use the word Satan. It was Hades. And that was so irritating for this entire play because it wasn't like it was a one-off. It would constantly be like, oh, hey, Hades, blah, 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 blah. And he'd be like, poof, I disappear, and in a cloud of brimstone. It's like, that's Satan. That's not
the devil.
That's not the keeper of the underworld.
Like, listen, freaking watch Hercules and get woke.
Exactly, and the whole time they're like complaining about how they can't do.
They could've made
They can't
Hades
say
so
stuff like
Hades
do
is
Disney
designed so
stuff
cool.
because they'll get sued. But they've changed the name of Satan to Hades. Like, come on.
Wait, why did he get
Continuity,
sued?
people.
Low-key, the best character in Hercules is Hades. I
Yeah,
love
of course
him.
he is.
Oh,
Yeah.
Loki's Norse. Hercules was all like
Yeah, Loki's a totally
Greek
different
mythology. Different mythologies.
Hello, everyone.
No, I was. He just said Loki was.
You make me sick, Calvin. I should be with Matt right now.
Freeze frame. Hey guys, I bet you're wondering how I got here.